Hey guys, welcome to another video in which we take you with us on our trip to Hamburg. First things first, after checking into our hotel, we went immediately to the city center to check out all the areas there. One thing about the city of Hamburg is that it has many nice areas near the water because there's a big river stretching throughout the whole city center. Also, it has a big haven, which you will see later in this video, and the views are just amazing. You can see here it's a very magical atmosphere. Of course, at this time of the year, we also had some Christmas lights and it was sparkly everywhere. Of course, we gotta check out some bookstores and also a shopping mall. The next day we went to a bunker. This is the bunker of Hamburg, which is a pretty monumental leftover from the Second World War. Of course, with a lot of history behind it. The atmosphere was pretty tight, sad, like these historical things, of course, they carry a lot of meaning with them, but also it was just impossible to imagine how people were able to build that in those days because this bunker was so freaking high. You will see it with the coming view. When in Hamburg, it's a must to take a boat ride, so that's what we did right after. We were so happy about the weather on that day because normally in Hamburg it's rainy, windy because it's so near to the water and pretty in the north. But on this day, as you can see, the sun is out, it's shining, and it was the perfect day for a boat ride. Also, we were happy that we had taken the smaller boat because you could choose between bigger and smaller ones, but the small ones are the only ones that are able to go through the narrow spaces of the city because there are some spaces, especially in the Speicherstadt, which you will see here, where there's many buildings next to each other and just a small river going through, and this boat was able to go through there. Speaking of small boats, here you can see the complete opposite, the second largest container ship in the whole world. The largest is in Japan at the moment, but on this day the second largest was in Hamburg and we went so near, it was just massive and super impressive. It's an old tunnel that leads through the river. It was used for cars also to go through, but nowadays there is another new modern one for cars. So this one is basically just open as a landmark still. It was built in 1911, and that is the impressive part about it because it was a technical sensation at that time, obviously. And nowadays you can pass it via foot or by bike. And yeah, it's just very nice to take a walk through this tunnel.
And this weirdo, Otto von Bismarck, is the reason why Africa is divided into so many countries. In 1884, he called up the Berlin Conference for Europeans to go and conquer Africa.
Next was the Elbphilharmonie. This building's architectural motivation was to make it look like the river and look like some waves and with this glass front like some water. And there's a concert hall in it nowadays. Also 18 flats, which are super, super expensive. And also some cafes, a shop. And of course, you have a nice view from up there. As you can see, there's a long way to go up first, and then you have a pretty amazing view over the whole city. Even here on the inside, you can see how they used the glass to resemble some waves, and yeah, just used very creative ideas how to put all of this into a more vivid style. And here our trip already comes to an end. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please, if you did so, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you've been to Hamburg so far or if it's still on your bucket list. There will also be some more videos about Hamburg coming. We have visited some more places that deserve videos in detail. Hopefully you will tune in on those. Have a good day.